Today is Monday, September 23rd. Good morning from the Civic Media News Desk. I'm Joanne Krulotz. Vice President Kamala Harris says Republicans are being divisive on purpose in the weeks leading up to the presidential election. At a Friday night rally in Madison, the Democratic presidential candidate said the recent debate with former President Donald Trump showed the divide between the two. Harris said former President Donald Trump would undermine Wisconsinites' health care and reproductive health. This was Harris's first visit to Madison and fourth visit to Wisconsin since she got the nomination. Senator Tammy Baldwin made a campaign stop in Richland Center on Saturday. With just over a month to go before the election, every day is important.
There is a lot of energy and excitement, and I think people really do understand the stakes in this election. It's up to all of us to traverse the state, as I said earlier, not just blue counties, but purple counties, red counties. Meet people where they are, listen, and show the clear contrast between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump and Tammy Baldwin and Eric Hufty.
Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro was on the campaign trail with Baldwin. He says the election will likely come down to 3 states.
My beloved Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, along with Michigan and Wisconsin, and anything I can do to amplify the importance of the stakes of this election, especially in those 3 states, I think is really important. In addition to that, we know that as the Senate races go in Wisconsin, in Pennsylvania, with Bob Casey, a great senator who we need to return to the U.S. Senate, that's going to have a lot to do with whether we can pass an agenda that restores a woman's right to choose, that protects our fundamental freedoms. So I think it's really important that we all work together. Governor Evers, Governor Whitmer, and myself have talked a lot about our role in this election. We plan to get on a bus together next month and traverse through these 3 states again. And it's really, really important that folks here in Wisconsin understand the real power that they have in this coming election.
Baldwin and Shapiro spoke Saturday at the Democratic headquarters in Richland Center. The agencies are doing extra enforcement and education as students navigate to and from school each day in Dane County. According to a Dane County Traffic Safety Commission report, twice as many children in Dane County were hurt in school zones last year as in any of the previous 4. Over the past 5 years, 15 children have been injured in school zones. 43 were injured walking or biking to or from school, and the youngest was just 9 years old. TSC is working with law enforcement agencies and school districts to remind area drivers of the need to protect children walking, bicycling, or riding a bus to school. This week is Operation Safe Stop Week. It seeks to promote school bus safety through education and enforcement efforts. Operation Safe Stop is a cooperative project supported by the Wisconsin State Patrol and Wisconsin School Bus Association. The goal of Operation Safe Stop Week is to proactively educate motorists about the dangers of passing stop school buses. In Wisconsin, there are over 12,000 school buses that transport more than 750,000 students to and from school each school day and travel nearly 70 million miles a year. From this year's survey, an estimated 38% of motor vehicles illegally pass Wisconsin school buses every day. Commonly, drivers are not fully alert and pass a stop school bus. This is a very dangerous situation for the children, especially the younger ones who may not be watching traffic as closely as they should. Motorists are required to stop at least 20 feet from a stop school bus that is displaying flashing red lights and stop arm. Each time a motorist violates the school bus stop law, he or she creates a real hazard for the students who are boarding or leaving the bus. Wisconsin uses an 8-light school bus warning system. The alternately flashing yellow lights mean caution to other motorists because the bus is preparing to stop. The flashing red lights and stop arm mean stop. It's Riverdale Homecoming Week. This year's theme is Night in New York. District-wide dress-up days will be today, Pajama Day, tomorrow, Tourist Day, Wednesday, Country versus City Day, Thursday, Class Colors Day, and Friday, School Spirit Day. There is a full week of activities planned. Today features JV football and junior high volleyball, both at home. Tuesday, it's volleyball. The high school teams will be at Darlington, and the junior high will be at River Ridge. On Thursday, junior high football will be at Wazeeka, and junior high and high school cross country will be at Prairie du Chien, and high school volleyball will host Iowa Grant. Also, Thursday night will be skit night at the RES building following the volleyball match. On Friday, there will be an all-district assembly at 1 o'clock in the Riverdale Elementary Gym. The homecoming parade will step off at 2, and the homecoming football game will be held at 7. On Saturday, the cross-country teams will be on the road at DeSoto. Homecoming festivities will culminate with the homecoming dance Saturday night beginning at 7. Homecoming parade entries are being sought. If you would like to enter the parade, contact Tanner Williamson at twilliamson@riverdale.k12.wi.us. It's also River Valley's homecoming this week, featuring the annual school fair this Friday. The Wisconsin Department of Health Services is reporting a significant increase in cases of pertussis, also known as whooping cough, across Wisconsin. Data in the state and nationally show case counts are now similar to pre-pandemic levels. As of September 13th, DHS has received reports of 625 confirmed cases of pertussis, compared to 51 cases reported in 2023. Since January 1st, 2/3 of Wisconsin counties have reported at least one case. While people can get pertussis at any age, Wisconsinites aged 11 to 18 currently make up nearly half of all cases reported so far this year. Pertussis is a serious respiratory illness that can lead to health complications such as pneumonia or even death, particularly in very young children. It begins with cold-like symptoms and develops into a serious cough that can last up to several months. Coughing episodes can cause difficulty breathing, gagging, or vomiting. Some people also may have a high-pitched whoop after they cough. It is very important to treat this illness early. Anyone experiencing symptoms of pertussis should stay home, call their health care provider, and follow their instructions. Severe symptoms, such as difficulty breathing, need immediate medical care. To prevent the spread and protect against severe symptoms or hospitalization, DHS urges Wisconsinites to make sure they and their children are up to date on their pertussis vaccine and to take other steps to stay healthy. The pertussis vaccine is the best way to prevent the illness or reduce the severity of the symptoms. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends different vaccine doses for different age groups. Children should receive 5 doses of DTaP vaccine from age 2 months to 6 years. Adolescents ages 11 to 12 should receive 1 dose of TTaP vaccine. Adults who have never had a pertussis vaccine should receive 1 dose of TDAP vaccine. Pregnant people should receive TDAP between 27 and 36 weeks of pregnancy during each pregnancy to protect the newborn before they are old enough to get the DTaP vaccine. Wisconsin residents can find their immunization records using the Wisconsin Immunization Registry. Anyone unable to access records can contact their doctor's office or local health department. Wisconsin residents who do not have health insurance or whose insurance may not cover vaccines may be able to get help from the Vaccines for Children or Vaccines for Adults programs. Most residents already have PFAS in their bloodstream, but at a lower level than the national average. A new study from the University of Wisconsin-Madison School of Medicine and Public Health found the strongest link between high PFAS levels and lifestyle in older men who eat freshly caught fish. Scientists say that they didn't see any surprising patterns and that there was no evidence that eating fresh fish was the cause of the higher levels at this time. All Richland County residents are invited to a special meeting Tuesday at 6 at the Richland Center Community Center. The meeting was announced by County Board Chair David Turk at the board meeting last Tuesday night. This will be your opportunity to discuss your concerns facing the county, which may include the cybersecurity incident, Pine Valley, or any other topic that concerns you. The Ithaca School District is seeking to exceed the revenue limit by $1.3 million per year for 4 years for non-recurring purposes. Voters in the district will be seeing a referendum question on the ballot next month to authorize the request. So residents can understand the question and why the district is seeking to exceed the revenue limit. Informational sessions are being held. The next informational session will be held tonight at 7 at Ithaca Schools. 2 additional sessions remain. They are scheduled for Wednesday, October 2nd at 5:45 at the Ithaca Community Gym and Sunday morning, October 6th at 11:30 at the Willow Valley Church Hall. Wisconsin's new Department of Transportation Secretary is excited to get to work. Christina Boardman says she wants to continue to share WSDOT's story so the public understands the work it does. Boardman says she wants to continue to maximize the federal funding opportunities to bring needed resources to Wisconsin. Boardman has nearly 3 decades of state government service, including 10 years as a legislative aide for the Wisconsin State Assembly before transitioning to WSDOT in 2005. The Lafayette County Sheriff's Office responded to a crash Saturday night in the Seymour Township. A 12-year-old girl had been traveling at a high rate of speed in a vehicle and lost control before eventually crashing in a ditch. The sheriff's office says the girl was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The girl was cited for no valid driver's license, no insurance, failure to maintain control, and obstructing.